Edo Guber, damage you caused will haunt your children, Peter Obi tells Inec and the others. Good morning everyone, and for tuning in and listening to this headline that we got to air this morning. As our headline for this morning says here that Edo Guber, damage you caused to haunt you and your children, Peter Obi tells Inec and others. Well, the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, LP Peter Obi, has described the Edo State governorship election as a balanced example of state capture and continued gross undermining of the nation's democratic process and values. Obi said that the society will eventually take its revenge on the agencies and individuals being used to undermine democracy in the future. The Labour Party presidential candidate in the last election specifically warned lecturers and other complicits in perpetrating what he called "carcade" to reflect deeply on the roles they are playing in damaging the foundation of the country's democracy. In a statement on his verified X handle on Monday, Obi said, "What happened over the week in the name of election in Edo State does not in any way represent the democratic process we chose as a method of electing our political leadership. Instead, it was a balanced example of state capture and continued gross undermining of our democratic process and values. Any nation whose leadership recruitment process is so fatally flawed is doomed, and we are all seeing the effect in our country. I urge those in authority not to allow this situation to stand or depend on it to remain in power. As a country, we have invested significantly in IREV and BVAS, and they must be allowed to function and use properly in order to free our electoral process from the massive falsification that has plunged it and worsening. To the agencies and individuals being used to undermine our democracy simply because they hold position of authority, please remember that your time in office is not eternal. The society that you are helping to destroy will eventually take their revenge on you tomorrow. To the lecturers and other accomplices in perpetrating the charade, you must reflect deeply on the roles you are playing in damaging the very foundation of our democracy. The damage you are causing today will inevitably take revenge on you tomorrow and affect your children in the future. This kind of action has no place in a true democracy. That is why I have always maintained what today's policy is all about: capturing power, but about saving the country and making it work for everyone, regardless of their background. I remain committed to building a new and truly democratic Nigeria, which I insist is very possible." And that was what Peter Obi said for you concerning this headline today this morning, which says here that Edo Guber, the damage you caused will haunt your children. Peter Obi tells the Inec and many others. Well, it is still about the Edo State governorship election that came and gone, and I don't really think that Peter Obi is happy concerning the result of the Edo State governorship election. Yeah, I don't think he's really happy concerning that, because he's saying that the people who run the schemes, who act behind the scenes to rig election, because he does not call that what happened in the state election, he calls it a state capture. Because he said that the people who work behind the scene to rig election, so that time will soon come. Yes, that time will soon come. The economy that in which they destroyed will haunt them forever. That time will soon come. He was telling those INEC shamans that you're not going to be there forever. When Nigeria have spent too much money on IRFs and BVAS, that this machine should be used just to stop electoral malpractice. They are still like that. They are still. It's just so annoying. Yeah, he said it. Peter B said that as a country that we have invested significantly on IRF and BVAS, and they must be allowed to function and use properly in order to free our electoral process from the massive falsification that has splurged it and worsening. These agencies and individuals are still being used to undermine our democracy simply because they hold position and authority in the electoral system of Nigeria. And Peter B is saying that you're not going to be there forever. This same situation you're putting Nigeria in, your children will suffer from it. Yes. Don't think that if they give you money to rig the election, you are rig like that. No. No. But everything that goes around comes around. That's what Peter B just trying to tell these Inec officials. Under the comment section that I have over here, Ademola Kunle says, Amen. That's not a phone call. Peter B is always right. Tunde Bello say that why is Peter B talking like this? So sad. Why won't he talk like this when the APC and the INEC are fond of always rigging election? Well, Adetunji look and said that Mr. Peter Obi, stop ranting against INEC. You and your party cannot even secure 20,000 votes in Edo, just like general election. You came the distant third and you want to rule over Atiku. He's not talking about this. No, this time Peter Obi is not talking about himself. He's talking about the people of Edo State and the way they rig the election. Yes, they could not secure 20,000 votes in Edo State. But was the APC now still rig the election? What is their own in rigging election? Yeah, are you still supporting the APC? What do you guys think? Actually, drop your comment in the comment section. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Then tap the subscribe button as we go down with the notification bell. So anytime I have any video, you'll be first to get notified about it. Once again, thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful day ahead of you.